Hi everybody, we're here from Isle Labradoodles, and this is the 7-week update for the new year litter. These puppies are 7 weeks old, and we're going to tell you a little bit about what's happened with them over the past few days and also give you their allocation news. So let's get started, and we have Red Collar Boy here. He is always the one we start with in this litter. He's the firstborn in this litter, and Red Collar Boy has a name now. His name is Scooter, and Scooter is going to go and live in the Fraser Valley, and he is going to go and live with Sylvia and Dawn. Now, Sylvia and Dawn are looking for a puppy who is very cuddly, affectionate, and a quieter, calmer type of boy. And that is exactly what our little Scooter has been. Right from day one when this baby was born, the firstborn in this litter, he has been the puppy who's more thoughtful, more considering of every situation, and the one who's, I think I'll watch the other two and see if they make fools out of themselves before I decide to follow along. But that doesn't mean that Scooter is not a go-getter. Scooter was the first one to go outside. He was the first one to master the ramp, and he was the first one to figure out the doggy door. So Scooter is not lacking in brains, and he certainly is well able to take the lead if and when it suits him. He likes to do it when he feels it's safe and a situation that he's comfortable with. Now, all of the puppies in this litter are in our Head Start program. So that means they're having some extra training for their particular circumstances and lots of one-on-one work. So we've already started doing individual crate work with the puppies. Scooter had his individual crate time a little earlier this afternoon, and he did it with the distraction of the vacuum going, and he did really well. He still cries a little bit when he's in there at first. He's still not relaxed enough to have fun with the toys and the chew sticks we give him, but he does settle down and keeps a watchful eye out. He doesn't go to sleep when he's by himself. Now, when we do our crate training with the entire group, they all just go to sleep and they're all perfectly content in there. So they all enjoy the crate. They're all used to the crate. They're just each learning now how to do it on their own. Scooter loves to be outside. He is a great outdoor dog, but Scooter's the one who will wait. He'll go out, he'll go to the bathroom outside, and he'll come right back in, and he'll wait patiently, sometimes not so patiently, for me to come and pay some attention to him. His first love is people. That's what he lives for, is time with the humans. So he'll sit and watch me while I'm in the doodle den preparing breakfast, and then he'll start to give me a little bit of and put his paw up ever so cute. Yes, I'm talking about you. If he feels I'm not getting over there fast enough to give him his one-on-one time. He loves his one-on-one time. Scooter's great when he comes in the house on his own. He doesn't really mind at all if he's away from his litter mates. He's quite happy as long as he's with people. He's much more apt to complain if there's no people around than if his litter mates are around. So that's our Mr. Scooter, formerly known as Red Collar Boy, going to Sylvia and Dawn in the Fraser Valley. There we go, buddy. Next, we have Mr. Orange Collar Boy. Oh no, actually this is Pink. We're out of order today. So this is Pink Collar Girl, the last one in the litter. Usually we do Pink last, but this is Pink here today. Now, Pink is going to be going to Chad and Angela's family in Vancouver. Yes, he is. This little doll is just the sweetest little girl. I just love this puppy so much. She's so much fun. Angela and Chad have 2 young sons, and this girl is going to be the absolute best puppy in the world for them. She is full of adventure. She's full of sass. She's full of confidence, but she's also very snuggly. And she's terrific at being independent. Now, this is really important for this particular family, as Pink Collar Girl is going to be working with Angela from her home office. So we need a puppy who is able to be independent, entertain themselves, and not require quite as much human one-on-one contact during the time that Angela is trying to work. So because Pink is in the Head Start program, she's spending lots of time in the office with me. So what we do is we have a few little cuddles and snuggles like this, and then I put her down and I give her a couple of toys to entertain herself with. So my goal with her right now is getting her to learn how to entertain herself, getting her to be comfortable and relaxed, playing with toys and chew sticks, and not needing to always be picked up and snuggled by me. Now you can see she loves to be picked up and snuggled. She's quite happy with that. She is really good when she comes in the house. She roars around like a little bit of a wild child. She finds all the toys, plays like crazy. She really plays hard, so that's going to be perfect for the boys. She's going to be a really good playmate for both Zach and for Cole. And I know that she is going to be BFFs, especially with Zach, who's younger, and with Cole. Although Cole, maybe I'm thinking Angela and Chad is never going to move out now because he's not going to want to leave Pink color behind. Now, Pink doesn't have a name yet. Mom wants to call her Holly because of Christmas, and the rest of the boys want to call her Gracie. So they're having a debate as to who's going to win the naming contest. So it'll be interesting to see. Maybe they'll come up with something entirely new. But she doesn't mind. She's quite happy to come to Puppy Puppy and be Pink. Now, Pink also loves to be outside. She roars around. She finds all sorts of things to explore. She's in and out the doggy door 100 times. She comes in and she checks to make sure I'm there, checks to see what I'm doing, and then roars back outside again. So she's really, really good at having fun on her own and finding her own way around, which is going to be just the best bet for her new family in Vancouver. So that's our beautiful Pink collar girl. And now we have our orange collar boy. Hi, buddy. There we go, Pink. Hi, sweetie. Hi. Hello. An orange collar boy has a name. He was actually the one who had a name first, and his name is Teddy. Now, I think Teddy is a perfect name for this guy because he is just like a little teddy bear. Now, Teddy also, of course, is in the Head Start program. He's doing very nicely with his crate work. He never says a word, does an excellent job with the car rides. In fact, all three puppies do really well with their car rides. Nobody's sick, nobody cries, nobody's afraid of the car. Everybody quite enjoys it. So that is really a bonus for these families. And Mr. Teddy is also going to be working with his mom from home. He is going to be going to live in West Vancouver, and he's going to be living with Nancy and Phil. Yes, he is. And Nancy works from home, similar to Angela. And so we are doing the same sort of thing with Teddy. We are getting him to spend a whole heck of a lot of time in our home office, giving him some attention and affection to start, and then putting him down with some good toys and with some chew sticks and asking him to entertain himself without getting in trouble. So that means not eating the cords, not chewing on things he ought not to be chewing on, and not whining. And he is doing really well with that. He's very successful in that. So all three of the puppies have been starting to learn which means no. We don't say no that often to them. Gets their attention much more. And they're also learning the mean, stern face and the finger. So they're learning there's three things. We start off with then we go on to the face and hey, and then it is all three and the pointing finger at them with a very stern face. And then they learn that after that, that means that they're on time out. And they're out of there. They're removed from whatever the situation is that's causing them to get into trouble, and they're put into isolation, which means they don't have any contact with us. It doesn't mean that they're locked up somewhere or anything like that, but it means they do not have any eye contact from us. They don't have any verbal contact with us, and we will remove ourselves from their sight line. So this is something puppies don't enjoy, but that's okay. They have to learn that there are things, there are boundaries, and there are times when things are out of bounds. So they really haven't needed too much of the They are starting to chew occasionally on things that are inappropriate to chew on. So that is usually when they get the Now, lots of times when we have them in the house, Reynolds busy cooking dinner and I'm often doing some quilting things. So when I'm quilting, there's usually a cord involved with an iron, and there's fabric that's lying around and they're not allowed to touch that. So they're learning as well that those things are out of bounds and not to be playing with them. We also take a pee pad out and have it in the house that they're supposed to use. So when they're in the house and need to go to the washroom, they're supposed to go to the pee pad, and they're pretty good about that. Sometimes their aim is not so good. Yeah, sometimes you miss, but they're pretty good at getting the idea. Sometimes when they're really playing and we have all three of them and we're all running around and we're chasing the ball and throwing the toys and really having an all-out playtime, they will get excited and they'll forget to go to the pee mat, but that's okay. They're just 7 weeks. With the doggy door, they're pretty good at going outside and doing their business outside as opposed to inside. Not perfect, of course, but pretty good. They've all been to the vet and they've had their wellness exams. Everyone passed with flying colors. Everyone greeted Ian, our vet, with their tails wagging, loving to meet new people. They've met several new people in the last few days. Nobody has any fear or any issues with that. We're starting to learn not to chew on people, mostly, instead to redirect their attention over here with the toy. And the other thing that we're doing with them to teach them some more independence and not to have any problems with separation anxiety is we leave them in the doodle den on their own, and we'll leave them in there when they're awake, sometimes intentionally, for up to about 30 minutes right now. Sometimes we get some, how could you leave us? But that's the whole point. What we want them to do is realize that there's times when you're going to be here on your own. We'll always come back, but when you whine, we don't come back. So it's really a helpful thing to have the separated areas in the house. So when they're in the house, they can be with both of us, one of us. They're all over the place as we have an open concept home. So they have free run of everything other than where our brand new puppies are. Toys are everywhere, different surfaces. Oh, and Scooter, by the way, loves to watch TV. Doesn't matter what's on TV. When it's on, you can see him with his head tilted and he gets very focused and he will really watch it with a great deal of attention. And last night, for the first time, Teddy saw his reflection in our glass patio doors, and that was quite a big adventure for him. So he was making all sorts of sounds and little growls and barks at himself. So that's the litter. That's all the puppies. Gigi has gone home to her family now. She made the transition back home very quickly. No problems at all. She was just having a great time with her puppies, but she lives with another one of our dogs, Austin, so she's not by herself, and she was quite happy to go back to her family and enjoy Christmas with them. We have a couple of videos that we've put on Instagram of the puppies. We did some desensitization with them with a lot of the packaging and the papers and the big bags that the presents came in. So we did that in the doodle den with them. We were rattling it and rolling up the paper and tossing it around, and we had them going into the big bags, putting the big bags over on top of them, all sorts of different situations for them, and they all handled those with ease. So they're a great, calm, relaxed, and really well-adjusted litter. Couldn't be happier with these three. So we hope that you've enjoyed this update. If you have any questions or wondering how they're doing, please feel free just to ask anything you'd like to know about the puppies. And next week, we will give you another update and let you know what their other accomplishments are in their Head Start program. So thanks so much for watching.